ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. We are still in the Sukkah because Simchat Torah, which is really the 8th or 9th day of the festivity of Sukkot, follows immediately. So that some people even on the day before Simchat Torah, which is called Shemini Atzeret, still eat in the Sukkah, some don't. But we're still very close to Sukkot, so we are here still enjoying the atmosphere of the Sukkah. What is Simchat Torah? Simchat Torah marks the conclusion of the reading of the Torah. A very important part of the service of every week of Shabbat is the reading of the Torah. That's the central part. And every week we read a number of chapters so that in the course of a year we finish reading the entire Torah and we start it immediately again. That is, on Simchat Torah we are going to finish the Torah and immediately start reading again. Why? Well, obviously to show us that there is no end to it. There's no end to the study of the Torah. Every time you read it, you understand it in a different way. You also mature more, so you understand it with different experiences. And to show you that learning has no end. You can always learn something new. And a day is a wasted day. Think about it if you didn't learn something new. Every day we should learn something new. So Simchat Torah is really also the rejoicing with the Torah, because we have studied it during an entire year. We have delved into its message. We have discussed it. We have argued about it. And at the end of the year, we feel the enormous joy of having spent all these hours with the Torah. I want to tell you something. You know, during the festivity of Sukkot, there's something called Hakafot. What are Hakafot? We take certain symbols of Sukkot, which are the Lulav, the Etrog, the Hadas, and the Arava, all tied together, and we march with them around the Bima, which is a section from which the Torah is read. We take out one of the samples of the Torah, place it in the middle, somebody holds it, and we march around with the Lulav and Etrog around it. Some of our rabbis already said that the Etrog, the Lulav, and the Hadas, and the Arava really symbolize different types of individuals. Some have good deeds and have learning. Some have learning but no good deeds. And some have both things, have learning and have good deeds. But you do not fulfill the mitzvah if all of them are not together. Society is made up of different types of individuals. Some are better inclined to do good things, some are lesser inclined. You have to have everybody included in order for society to function as a whole. In the time of the Beit HaMikdash, when the temple was still in existence, they would march around with the lulav and the 4 species around the altar in the Beit HaMikdash. Nowadays we do it with the Torah in the middle and we march around. But on Simchat Torah, we do something altogether different. We take out all the samples of the Torah that we have in the ark of the synagogue and march around the place where the Chazan usually leads the prayers, and there's nothing in the middle. So what are we marching around? So Rabbi Soloveitchik says the following: you know who is in the middle really? In the middle is God. The altar they did in the Beit HaMikdash. For Sukkot, we march around with the Torah in the middle. But on Simchat Torah, we are really marching around with the Torah, with God in the middle. And this is something very important to remember. Whatever you do, you have to think that God has presence. He is there. He is watching over you. When you rejoice, and also when you shed tears. When you love somebody, and also when there is hate in your heart. Well, what do you want to have? Do you want to have love, or do you want to have hate? Make sure that there is much more love in your heart than sometimes hate that you may have of another human being. In fact, you should never hate anybody. But if you do, you should make sure, remember, God is also in the middle of your experience. So I want to wish you and your family a very happy Simchat Torah. We should rejoice with the fact that we studied the Torah during the entire year. We finished it, but we really didn't finish because we don't know it all. We have to start all over again. You love your son. Did you finish loving him? No. Start loving him again today.